Welcome to our first Nutrition Challenge Kickoff seminar. I have a question for you before we get started. Have you ever done a nutrition challenge or weight loss diet challenge that required you to eliminate a specific food? Were you successful in losing weight or eliminating that food? Did you gain it back after the challenge or reintroduce the food back into your diet? We know that this is a struggle for many people. In fact, 2/3 of people who do a diet or challenge will gain the weight back that they lost, plus more. This challenge, though, is a great way to kickstart your journey towards your health and wellness goals. Following the challenge, we offer individualized nutrition coaching to keep you on track with continued support and accountability so that you don't become a part of that statistic. At CrossFit Good Fortune, we believe that something as fundamental as nutrition shouldn't be complicated, which is why we've partnered with Healthy Steps Nutrition to focus on a simple, habit-based approach, one step at a time. We utilize a holistic approach to help you reach your goals and are here to support you in all aspects of your life, not only nutrition and fitness. The objectives of our seminar today are to help you understand how to set yourself up for success during the challenge, find out where to start first, and to learn how to use the tools available to you to support you on your journey. To start off, I'd like you to do a self-assessment. Think about your answer to these questions. What does success look like to you? What worked well for you in the past? What do you struggle with the most? What has inhibited you from seeing results in the past? You already set some awesome goals in your initial meeting, but let's revisit them for a moment. Remember, SMART goals: specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound. It's crucial to know why these goals matter. Pause this video and spend 3 minutes filling out page 2 of your handbook. List short and long-term goals and answer the reflection questions. Let's review the basics of healthy habits. Only focus on one thing at a time. Nail that one thing, then add something else to the plate. Layer your new habit onto something that you already do. Instead of taking away things, try adding something first. For example, adding in veggies to lunch and dinner. Some things to remember: real food over processed food, progress over perfection, look at food labels, and follow the plate method. For our challenge, there will be daily habits focused around 4 pillars. Nutrition is the foundation. Each week, we'll focus on one nutrition topic. The idea is to layer each nutrition topic on top of the others. The other 3 pillars include 30 minutes of daily movement, 7+ hours of sleep, 10+ minutes of stress management. Every day in the HSN app, you'll see these 4 habit pillars to mark off. To start building your foundation, here are the principles that have helped thousands of people take control of their health one habit at a time. Number 1, add more whole foods into your diets. The plate method is one of the easiest and most effective ways to improve your diet by eating a balanced meal of high quality foods. It's a great rule of thumb when eating out or making a quick meal at home. Here's what it looks like. Make half of your plate non-starchy vegetables, make a quarter of your plate lean protein, and make a quarter of your plate starch. Then add in a healthy plant-based source of fat. Principle number 2, focus on balance. When we say balance, we mean, does every meal and snack throughout the day contain carbohydrates, protein, and fat? Pairing each meal and snack with all 3 of these macronutrients will help keep you fuller longer. Protein provides important amino acids, which are key to building muscle and recovery. Not to mention, protein helps us stay full and feel more satisfied. When it comes to protein sources, focus on including lean proteins such as chicken breast, turkey, egg whites, or fish. Be aware that high fat protein sources like ribeye and chicken wings can provide upwards of 5 grams of fat per ounce of protein. On average, protein provides about 4 calories per gram and should compose around 30% of your daily calorie intake. Here's the food options guide section for protein sources. You'll find this in your challenge handbook. These protein sources are categorized by fat content from lean to moderate and then fatty using a stoplight method of green, yellow, and red. Just note that red doesn't mean stay away from or eliminate these things. It just means we want to limit those to maybe 1 or 2 times a week. Carbohydrates. This is the macronutrient that gets the bad rap. Many foods fit under the carbohydrate umbrella: fruit, sugar, bread, pastas, and even starchy veggies like sweet potato or butternut squash. Carbs break down into glucose, which is your body's preferred fuel source. Our bodies require carbs daily to fuel our brains. Carbs provide 4 calories per gram and should aim for about 30 to 40% of your daily caloric intake to be from carbs. However, please note that individual carbohydrate needs may vary. Carbohydrates fall into 2 categories: starchy carbs and non-starchy carbs. Understanding the difference between these two is important when building our balanced meal. If you think back to the plate method, the half of plate was the non-starchy carbs and the quarter of the plate was the starchy carbs. These have been broken up into a traffic light method, green, yellow, red, based on their glycemic index. A low glycemic index in the green means your body has a lower insulin response to these carbs than the high glycemic carbs in the red. Here are the volume or non-starchy carb sources from the food options guide. These are the items you will start filling half your plate with. Take a moment to identify 4 to 5 non-starchy veggies that you enjoy that you'd be great to have throughout the challenge. Do you see anything on here that you've never had that you might want to try? For fat, contrary to popular belief, fat doesn't make you fat. Fat actually helps you stay fuller longer and absorb important fat soluble vitamins. However, fat is the most calorie dense of the 3 macronutrients, weighing in at 9 calories per gram of fat compared to 4 for protein and carbs. So remember, a little bit goes a long way. We also want to choose plant-based sources of fat, such as avocado or olive oil. Aim for fats to comprise 30 to 40% of your daily intake. Here are the healthy fat sources from the food options guide. Remember, fat is good and necessary in our body, but can get out of hand quickly, so be mindful. Let's identify our healthy fats. Circle 1 to 2 for cooking, such as avocado oil or olive oil. Next, choose 1 to 2 nuts or seeds you can grab on your next shopping trip. These are a great way to balance healthy snacks. The third fundamental principle is to limit the amount of added sugar you consume daily. The American Heart Association recommends no more than 6 teaspoons for women and 9 teaspoons for men. The average person consumes over 150 pounds of sugar annually. That's 46 teaspoons daily. It's not surprising. Sugar is super addicting and feels hidden in almost every food product you find in a package. A great way to limit your added sugar is to eat a majority of whole foods with a balance of macros. Now that we've covered nutrition, let's talk about the other challenge pillars, starting with sleep. How many of us track our sleep? The recommended amount of sleep for adults is 7 to 8 hours. Are you getting 7 to 8 hours consistently? Sleep directly correlates to your body's ability to regulate hormone levels, blood sugar, recover, and feel your best. Research shows that athletes may need additional hours for proper recovery. When we don't sleep enough, hormone regulation is out of balance, which can inhibit our ability to lose weight, perform at our best, and build muscle. 35% of adults report sleeping less than 7 hours per night. So how will you get 7 hours of sleep per night? What does your nighttime routine look like? I encourage you to create a wind down routine to help keep you from getting pulled into a TV show or social media. Do you struggle falling asleep or staying asleep at night? Box breathing is a technique that has been shown to calm the central nervous system and your mind to allow you to go back to sleep. Here's how it works: breathe in for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, breathe out for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds. The idea is you keep doing it until you fall back asleep. Go ahead and give it a try. When you have chronic stress, your body stays alert despite no danger. Over time, this puts you at risk for health problems, including high blood pressure, diabetes, depression, and anxiety. So, what can you do? Find productive ways to manage your stress. Some examples include yoga, meditation, walking, and journaling. How many of you have preferred stress management techniques? Exercise. When we say exercise, we don't mean spending hours in the gym daily. Yes, we want to include high intensity exercises and strength training 3 to 4 days per week, but what about the other days of the week? Exercise benefits overall health, blood sugar control, and disease prevention. If you sit at a desk most of the day, one great habit to develop is going for a 15-minute walk after lunch and dinner. Not only will this help with digestion, it will also help with blood sugar regulation. Let's talk habits. For 4 weeks, you will work on 4 habits: sleep, daily movement, and stress. Those are in blue. And there will also be a habit for watching educational videos. One additional habit with a nutrition specific focus will change every week, displayed in red. While your nutrition habits in the app do change, you'll keep working on the habit from the previous week as they build on one another. In week 1, you're focused on having 1+ cups of non-starchy veggies with lunch and dinner. It might be easier to think of it as 1 fistful of veggies at lunch and dinner, or 2 for the day. The ultimate goal, though, is to increase your veggie intake. The habits for this challenge are meant to be easy so that you can feel successful and build a solid foundation. It's also crucial for you to understand that we're looking for progress, not perfection. So when working on these habits, if you're doing more than before, we want you to mark off the habit as successful. However, it's important to remember to challenge yourself as well so that you don't get stuck. Each week, you'll have a bonus activity or mini challenge. This week, you will send a picture in the group chat to show you have done your pantry clean out. Each week, you'll have a simple mini challenge to help keep you accountable and have some fun. These mini challenges parallel what you're already doing with your habits we selected. Each week, we'll release the mini challenge with all the details. Please remember that the mini challenge for week 1 is to send proof of your pantry clean out in the group chat. Let's not forget to think about the non-scaled victories as you are staying consistent with these healthy habits. Don't forget to share those with us every Friday in the group, Bright Spot Friday. All right, let's talk about the HSN app, as this is where we'll be messaging, marking off habits, and viewing those educational videos. Go ahead and take out your phone and we'll walk through it. Under Things to Do today, you'll have your daily videos and habits you can mark off. Under My Challenges, we have the leaderboard, and under My Groups is the group chat. The group chat is where you can post pictures, ask questions, and comment on other people's posts. If you haven't already, let's send our first group message. Type your biggest takeaway from this seminar so far in the group chat. In the bottom right, under the CrossFit Good Fortune icon, is the private chat where you can message with your coach. Don't hesitate to message your coach if you have any questions about the app. Under Things to Do, use the arrows to navigate to the day of the in-person seminar and click Attend Kickoff Seminar, or click on one of the habits that you have for today and click the blue completed button. Once you click that, you'll get a thumbs up for starting a streak. Go ahead and click out of the streak celebration, but stay on that page. At the top right, you'll see 4 dots. Click on that and it will open up to a compliance tracker. Every day you complete your habit, under the things to do, you'll get a check mark on your calendar and we'll be able to see your completion rate for each week. We should aim to get at least 80% completion. We also know that the most successful clients have a great support system. In this challenge, we're all going to support each other. Open up your app to the dash where you'll see a group titled CFGF Group Chat 28-Day Challenge. Open that up. This is where I want you all to ask your questions, share your food, and stay motivated. There are so many amazing features in this app to help you on your journey, such as videos, habit tracking, and messaging. This is just the beginning of your journey, though, and we know this is a marathon, not a sprint. Take this as an opportunity to set yourself up for success. Move the HSN app to your home screen. Make sure notifications are on, and remember to watch your videos, check off your habits, and stay engaged. Let's take a moment to answer some common questions. First, do I have to weigh or log my food? No. There's no need to buy a scale or weigh out proportions when you have a plate on your hands. You can use the hand portion size guide from earlier or the plate method to make sure your portion sizes are on track. Here's a quick reminder of how to use the hand portion guide. 2 fists of non-starchy vegetables, 1 to 2 palms of protein, and 1 fist of starchy carbs, and then 1 to 2 thumbs of fat. The plate method is half a plate of non-starchy veggies, quarter plate protein, quarter plate starchy carbs. Do I have to eat the starchy carbs? Aren't they bad for you? Contrary to popular belief, carbs aren't bad for you, but you want to choose whole food sources of carbs and stick with lower glycemic options. And remember, eat your starchy carbs last. Can I eat a sandwich? Absolutely. If you love having a sandwich for lunch occasionally, then have it. Just make it a healthy part of your balanced meal. Try using whole grain or sprouted bread. Use the whole grain sandwich flats or make it open faced. Next, add your lean protein and then load up on the veggies. Then you could finish it off with some avocado or hummus. Remember, you can always utilize the plate method to incorporate your favorite recipes and foods. Are there any snack bars that I can have? When you're choosing a snack bar, you want to make sure that it's balanced. Many snack bars that are marketed to be healthy or have limited ingredients are high in carbs and low in protein. So make sure that you're reading the label. We like the RX and RX Kids bars, low sugar kind bars, and the Perfect and Perfect mini bars. What if I don't like veggies? Heard this so many times, and maybe you feel this way too. But I want to challenge you and ask, what if you just haven't found the way you like them? Roasting your veggies for a nice crunch rather than mushy vegetables, adding good seasoning for flavor. These are things you can be excited for. And even finding ways to sneak them into recipes and even smoothies is an easy way to get more veggies in our day. Can I still eat my favorite foods? Yes! We want to help you find a realistic and sustainable plan to help you reach your long-term goals. That means continuing to eat your favorite foods rather than trying to restrict yourself. Think about the plate method and try to consider how your favorite foods fit into the balance. For example, if you want to have spaghetti night, great. Fill a quarter of your plate with pasta, quarter of your plate with delicious meatballs, or maybe it's already in the sauce, and then still aim to fill half your plate with non-starchy veggies. Or maybe you have a colorful side salad to help fill you up. If you're thinking more about ice cream or other sweet treats, the answer is still yes. Please have them, but have them mindfully. Keep the proper portion sizes, enjoy the treat, and move on. What happens after the challenge? Imagine yourself 6 months from now continuing to focus on what is manageable after the challenge. Where did you see yourself? Now imagine yourself 6 months from now taking a step back from focusing on your goals. How does that future differ from the first? How does that make you feel? Helping you to achieve what you imagine in the first scenario is why we're here and why we developed an ongoing nutrition program. The ideal next step after the challenge is ongoing individualized coaching until you've met your goal. Now, don't forget, you'll have the chance to win a prize like a gift card to a local business. We'll draw winners weekly. We know the most successful clients are those who are engaged. Participation is key, so be sure to take advantage of everything we provide you during this challenge. To be eligible to enter into the Challenge Partner weekly raffles, you need to complete the weekly goals, do self-assessments, complete the weekly mini challenges, engage in the group chat. We'll draw a weekly winner for a prize and announce the winner in the group chat. Thank you so much for joining us for this Nutrition Challenge Kickoff seminar. We're so excited to get started. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask.